Hey guys, Razgriz here. I feel like the 2021 shop is complete ass, and I decided to make a video of my experience with it as if I was experiencing it in a game. I'm in the practice tools, so I can't give you like complete, like accurate way of how I would see it during the game, but I'm going to try and make it pretty authentic. So the game started, and I want to build a starter item. I hover over here, and it gives me these three options. But if I'm a complete noob, then it's probably going to give me this recommended page, right? It flashes when I open it, which is pretty annoying, and I don't build any of these items either. I want to build Longsword Refillable Potion. So I find Longsword, and Refillable Potion isn't even on here. Even when I click all items, the quote-unquote all items, Refillable Potion isn't even on here. It's over here, actually. And I can't click this to make it stay open because I feel like having it open is just better instead of having to hover it to see what it is, especially when I'm trying to compare what I have in my, like this. It's just better to keep this open, all of them, but I can't. So I finally get my items, and let's say I base with like 800 gold, right? I open this, and it doesn't give me any items that are 800 gold. I have to look at the item, click it, and see what I want to build. So if I want to build Vamp Scepter, I have to go over here. But like if I wanted to see all of the items I had that are like, or that I can build that are, you know, 1,000-ish gold, you know, like half items like Tiamat, BF Sword, Zeal, Berserker Greaves, stuff like that, Cloak of Agility, I don't get to see any of that on my recommended page. So I have to fully commit to an item, like mentally, before I can see what it builds into, right? Or what builds into it. So that isn't very good, and I don't like that. But let's see if I just want to use the alternative, which is all items, and just make my own decisions, right? But I click all items, and it doesn't even show me all items. I get really confused when I'm looking for an item like Zeal and Phantom Dancer, and it's not on here. It's because Tryndamere builds marksman items, and it's in marksman category. Whenever you click all items, it doesn't show you all the items. It just wants you to build specific items already. I don't understand. Champions that build items out of multiple categories are going to get really confused trying to find items that aren't there. When you click all items, it should show you all items, but no, I have to click all items, then all items again to see all items. And yeah, and still potions aren't even on here, wards aren't even on here. Like, this isn't all the items, even though I've clicked all items. That's really dumb. But I did make an item set that has all the items. It took me a while. I can't resize the screen like we could before to make it, you know, the 3 item wide rows that we had before. I feel like that would help me. But that's fine. I heard they're fixing that. So, what else? Also, if you go to all items and you want to sort by a stat, you have to look at these symbols or just hover over and read each one by one. I mean, eventually I'll be able to recognize which symbol means which stat. But if you weren't aware, these are straight rips from when we had runes 3 or 4 years ago. These symbols are the same as the runes from 3 or 4 years ago that they got rid of eventually. People were complaining that it wasn't intuitive and we had to kind of guess which each symbol means. And whenever we were sharing like rune pages and guides and stuff like that, which we don't do anymore because YouTube's just all clickbait and it's guide when it's really just fucking a gameplay video. Fuck it. But now we have to like kind of guess what each one means. We got rid of that because it was counterintuitive. People complained, but it's back again now. Like, we have to like hover over each of these unless we just memorized all of them. That it seems like they make the shop to be very noob friendly, but this isn't noob friendly at all. Can't hold these things open. Can't. And all right, what else? Also, let's say I have some gold and I bought a few items. Let's say I bought some of the recommended items, even though I don't. Oh, that's cool. Still, none of these are very good on Tryndamere. It's just extension of this. No Navori Quickblade, which was built for Tryndamere. No, I can't even think. But it just doesn't seem like these are very good on Tryndamere. Like Stormrazor, Moral Reminder is pretty good, but I don't know, dude. It just doesn't seem like these items. I don't have Sanguine Blade, which I love. Ravenous Hydra, which was like really good on Tryndamere last season. None of these items are on here. Even if I go to popular, these are pretty good. But say I have a couple items, right? So how can I tell what type of item it is from my slot? This one is my mythic item, and it says other legendary items grant 5 attack damage and 50 health. Well, is this a legendary item? It says attack speed, unique, Phantom Dancer, Spectral Waltz. Like, none of this says what kind of item it is. unless I open the shop and look for it again, which God forbid I have to do that. Thank God it's on the first page, otherwise I wouldn't be able to tell what it, like, wouldn't be able to find it. And even when I do find it on the shop, it doesn't tell me if it's legendary or not. It just says commonly built. So I go to all items again, and I search up Phantom Dancer. This still doesn't tell me what it is. So I can't X out of this. This doesn't X out of the shop, by the way. So I have to scroll and scroll. Okay, these are the legendary items. Is Phantom Dancer in this block of 50 items? Let's see. How much is Phantom Dancer? 2,900? Okay, it's here, and it's a legendary item. All right, what about my next item, Storm Razor? 2,700? Okay, that's also a legendary item. Oh, would you know it? Completed items are all legendary. Why can't we just call them completed items and not like mythic or legendary? It's cool name. I like it, but like, I feel like there's just no transparency here. As a new player, how am I supposed to know my items are legendary? You make this item shop that's supposed to be really good for new players, because it clearly makes experienced players really, like, I don't know what I'm doing, right? So it has got to be for new players, right? Because we have this recommended page that just has all these flashy animations and has items that are supposed to be good on my character, even though they aren't. And it's still like bad for new players. That's the problem. Like, if we're gonna make it tailored for new players, at least give us an option for experienced players to have like a better experience than what we are currently having. But it just makes it harder to find items. The items aren't even good that are recommended for us. It's clunky. I can't hold these things open. The search bar doesn't X out whenever I want to exit, and I have to look at all of these to figure out which one they are, even though we proved that 3 seasons ago in the runes. There's just a lot of issues with it, and I guess we're just going to have to get used to something that's not optimal. I don't know. Another thing that's pretty annoying, but it's probably just going to get fixed because it's an easy issue, is whenever I go here and reset game, it doesn't show me the starting items like Doran's Blade, Doran's Shield, which aren't good on Tryndamere, even though they recommend them. But then if I want to, take another take on a video like this, I have to restart the client, which takes like 2 minutes just to see what it recommends me for starting items. So this is Razgriz, and I'm done complaining about the shop for now. If you like content like this, which I don't know why you would, because it's completely negative, just like most social media these days. If you like content like this or funny stuff, please like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos. Here is my shield session, and I am done. Thanks, guys.